Well, I think we can
All right,
start
what's
with
up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Johnny Cage breakdown. All right, that's it. I'm just here. You guys know the deal.
We actually went in the opposite direction.
I don't do
and
face cam
describe
with
him as
this.
Very old school.
I just want to
He kinda
react
reminds
with you
me
guys.
Of like Fisticuffs Cage from the last game, or even just straight up Mortal Kombat 2. I think he's actually simpler to play. He is less execution heavy. There's no longer like a lot of cancels and complex stuff. He kind of has the basic like 2D fighting game move.
It seems like they're taking away a lot of the execution in this
all
game.
the flash and the humor and all that is
As far
in
as
his
like
animations, his victories,
technical
like you can see in the
characters,
trailer,
right?
Like a lot of goofy comedy
He's got a lot
moves.
of flair to him.
He
Cabal.
utilizes his stunt double in a lot of
No
his
real
movies.
run
Stunt
cancels.
doubles,
Really,
that's
really
one of my
like
favorite parts.
MK9.
Yeah, so he has a
Johnny
ton of flash, but actually controlling
mentioned
the
that they're
functionality
taking away
is very old school to me, which I think is kind of cool.
And
the technicality.
Not to,
I don't know how I
there are
feel
some
about
things,
that.
too, that I've been working on with him that are there are some things that, like, again, the next
I never
level.
really
There's
played
definitely
run
some
cancel
callbacks
characters, so
to some of his,
I mean,
more
I guess it
complex
doesn't
stuff
affect me
we'll
too
get
much.
into. But just his base kit is pretty old school.
And I think we've seen that a lot in a lot of these characters, that there's characters.
By the way, as always, if you guys enjoy the MK11 coverage, leave a like rating on the video.
Pick up.
That's
and be
it. That's all I
successful
wanted
with,
to
and if you want
say.
to take the next step up and go up the mountain, you know, that's there.
All right, I'm excited for Johnny
And that's one
Cage
of the cool
gameplay,
things
man.
about
He
the
impressed me
custom
so
variants
much in the
system is
trailer.
You can actually make one that's just, I'll show one that's just straight up Mortal Kombat 2, but you can have one that has some of his MKX moves. You can have, there's some brand new moves you saw with the camera and throwing his sunglasses. So let's just get into it.
Yeah, the sunglasses thing got some pretty good hype.
Yeah, I love Johnny
So
Cage's
let's-
design, man.
what's
He
this
looks
one?
really
Is this
good.
the
All
base
right, let
thing?
me
This
bump
is
up
his
the
base,
volume here
and
a
I
little
added
bit.
a couple things that we'll go over when I'm done with the base.
Got
But
it.
this is like his default look, and we'll go over his default moves.
That's
So,
definitely my
Here's one
kind of
your favorite
hairstyle,
things per
man.
week, naming the variations.
yes.
My
I take
hairstyle is
great
not
joy.
quite like that, but it's kind of similar.
So to start off, his arcing fireball that he typically has is actually gone, and he uses his Mortal Kombat 1 straight
Cool.
fireball.
Damn, that's
So
fast.
this is actually a really good fireball, which you don't normally think of with Johnny Cage, but it's really fast. The amplified one is actually a double fireball. I think it's actually really strong.
And you can
He
shoot
kinda
it
asked me,
upwards too.
hey, what do you do with a fireball? And I basically said, there's no reason not to just do it. Like, you really can't go wrong.
Just keep throwing it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having a projectile is not
the
really
other thing is his
important,
classic shadow
but
kick
it's
back.
definitely a
It's
plus.
Exactly what you
Ooh,
want. It's very
damn.
fast. It's still a high, so they can duck under
It's
it.
fast
but
as
it travels
hell.
the full screen. It's a great whip punisher. It's a great check. It's the shadow kick.
And the amplified version of that, has that changed at all? I noticed you had amplifies in an earlier build. They were a little different.
Yes.
How have you adjusted them?
Well, one of the things is we listened to feedback, and
Oh, here we go.
we actually made it so that to amplify a move, you just hit the interact button. You just hit the right bumper.
Ooh, okay.
So you go for
All
the
right,
nut punch,
nice.
And that's the regular one. If you amplify it, you
Cool.
just hit
Oh,
the
you can come off the
right bumper,
punches.
and it'll actually go off. So
All
we've
right,
actually
that's
simplified it
good.
since what we
That's
had in the
really
reveal
good.
event, where it was a different button.
Thank you,
press for every
NetherRealm. I
amplified
really
move.
appreciate that.
Yeah, we're definitely, you know, I mean, we have these events and things like that. We do like to, you know, to take.
The reason why I wanted it to be changed back is just because the fact that not everyone plays one character, right? People want to play multiple characters. So learning the moveset and what to amplify for every single move of every single character would have been a pain in
with
the
block
ass.
at the same time to just immediately do it.
So
I'm
thank you,
doing the nut
NetherRealm.
punch, then I amplify it a few seconds later. So you still have the different timing depending on how you want you to do the move, but the button's always going to be universal. And the timing
Cool.
window is huge. So
Cool.
they're not meant to,
Awesome.
and they're not difficult at all.
That's such
I
good
did a few,
news.
so I know they're
I appreciate that.
Like, execution is not the barrier of entry when it comes to.
Exactly. We want to
amplified
think
moves.
about how you're using your offensive stamina meter, not that it's hard to do. So that's why we decided to go with that input system.
And I will say, it's funny now that I've been playing with this way and how it is. I will kind of forget about my meter. So now, because I'm doing them so much more often, because I'm remembering everything, I'm looking at my meter. I'm like, why didn't that come out? And Steve's like, you ran yourself out of meter. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't about the
Steve,
execution
continue.
So
really that
let's
we
go
had a
over some
problem
of his
with. It was
moves.
just
I think Cage,
the
to me, excels
quantity, the
at
amount of
mid-range.
moves you had to
So he's
memorize,
got
and
3
the
or 4
different
key
button
moves I'd like
inputs.
to show.
I'm super
First
happy
is
about
his
that.
4-3, which is, like always with Johnny Cage, a long-range advancing move. And
So it's
this
not a knee
combos
anymore.
into these awesome side kicks. It's super fun to mash it. I
So his
mash the
forward
hell out
3
of
is
it.
not a
You only have to press
knee move. It's
Yes,
actually.
but I enjoy doing it that way.
He's making extra sure.
Right.
And the big thing there is it's very easy to hit confirm. You can see that the kicks are coming, and you can stop mashing and go into shadow kick or nut punch. And
But you keep going.
yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
That's
And real
really
quick,
good.
For those of people who may not know the term,
It's always good to have like
confirm
a
means you
really
see the move
easy
hit,
hit
and then you go into your
confirmable
combo
string.
instead of just letting the string go out or blocking. Like I saw it hit, and then go into the nut punch.
now
So
you'll watch me and Derek play, and we'll just
There's
We'll
not
just
a
throw
lot of
combos
that.
out.
just hope it
Do a
works.
little bit
The
more.
nice thing about when you two fight is there's also not a lot of blocking.
Right. Right.
So nut punch is a good linker to go into something more elaborate.
Exactly. Like he's gonna get the pop up, and then you can do a combo. That's
So
gonna
it
be
does-
his main way that he's gonna go. Into
You're
his
probably not
initial
going to
range.
be
Nice.
able
But since
to
it's punishable, if it's
press
blocked,
any
if
button
it's blocked, you just finish the
after
string,
the
you wouldn't go
combo.
into the nut
It
punch.
looks like it pushes them
counter.
away compared to MKX.
Honestly, I would too because a nut punch is fun.
Yeah.
So you'll probably
Another
have
really
maybe
good
one or
one
two
is
normals
his
that you could
forward 4, which is
connect.
his knee.
So
Johnny
forward
Cage
4 is
without a
actually
knee
his
would
knee
just-
knee move.
That's not a thing. Like, he's
So-
gotta
Forward
have
4
his
and
advantage.
We have
MKX
a guest
was
coming on
an
later
upwards kick.
to
Who's
do
very familiar with the
washed
knee.
up warriors. Aaron Davis.
Look at
aka
that knee.
Dizzy, Twitter handle.
Look at
Dizzy.
that knee.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
I mean, it's
I'm
Johnny
happy
Cage's
Johnny
signature
has
move,
this
and it
forward
is
forward
back.
again.
He can go into 4-4-4 and be safe. He actually has another one that leads to a crushing blow.
Ooh.
Now that one's a high, so if they duck
Damn,
and punish it, he gets blown up,
2600
but if he knows
damage.
it's gonna hit, he can go into the crushing blow.
26%
also-
off 2 hits.
Cancel that to go into combat.
Okay, so
All
it
I'm
looks
watching
like
the
he
whole time
recovers
is to
pretty
see if he's
quickly, so I
smiling,
take
and
back what I said.
He
He
is
disconnected a
very
stand 1 right
happy
there.
guy.
He's having a good
So
Now, I
since he
think
moves
another one of
forward
his
after
key
the X nut
moves
punch,
is
you'll
his
probably
back
be able
three,
to
which
connect
is
anything.
actually a low
on it.
strike. And you can go into this flip kick.
Can you cancel that
or you
low?
can, again,
Oh,
confirm with a nut
yes.
punch. And this is great
Oh,
because
yes.
it's a low. So the opponent, if they're trying to walk back out of the range of these other moves, the low is going to get them.
Beautiful.
The downside is he actually does not have a really, really good overhead. He's not meant to be a 50-50 character. His only overhead is going to be his generic hop attack, which is kind of slow, and it's just a knockdown. So to
Okay,
me,
that's
he's going to check you with
definitely-
the low, keep you from walking back, but he's not really going to mix you up with an overhead. He'll probably open you up with a lot of throws.
You're gonna look
Okay,
for a lot,
okay,
by the way.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, overheads in this game don't
lastly,
really
he
lead
does
too
have
much.
A pop up with his jabs. That's like your good Punisher, like if you block Sub-Zero slide or Scorpion spear.
Really good in the corner as well.
Yes, you have corner comms with that.
I do.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do.
make corner comms a thing.
So to me,
corner comms are a thing.
They're not a thing.
the crux to Johnny Cage to me is really simple, fundamental mid-screen. He's going to hover around here. He's going to look for movement. Make a guess that you're going to hit a button.
Damn,
going with
his
4-4.
buttons
You're
are
going to be afraid to hit a
long
button, and he's
ranging.
going to get jump-ins, throws. I mean, when we were talking, you pointed
I wonder
out that it's
how his
really good,
damage
like,
looks
his dash
like.
is really fast, and he can just dash up and throw you because you're scared of the mid-range. And then that's exactly it. And you never know when Shadow Kick's going to come,
Yeah.
his Fireball.
I was wondering, like, what do you do when you're at full
He looks
screen
pretty
and you
solid,
cover that
man.
Distance? Do you just
Um,
slowly inch your way back to mid-range?
If he is getting zoned out, that's exactly what you have to do. But in a match like this, where Scorpion doesn't have a good projectile,
Yeah.
his projectile is going to cover it.
Nice.
Then, of course, you'd have to look out for Scorpion's teleport and stuff like that. But essentially, yeah, inch your way in. And you can see his dash actually covers a lot of space. He always has Shadow Kick. He moves pretty fast, so he's well equipped to get in that mid-range.
He's fast for an old man, eh?
That's true.
Yeah. All right, what else we got, Steve?
So, let's go into some of the loadout moves for this variation I
Oh,
made.
you put some good ones in this.
Yeah, so this is his Rage Charge, and this is a very unique move. So it looks like this hook punch. And what it does is, it's a high attack, but if you block it, it becomes
We've never really
a mid.
done anything like this game.
Yeah, this is a very unique move. So the second hit makes it a mid, and you can see that it starts glowing. The second time, on the third hit, is actually unblockable. He is set to always block. And you can
Okay.
amplify this to get a flip kick. So you'll see it's going to be unblockable, and he gets a pretty juicy amount of damage.
That's awesome.
So the meta here is Johnny Cage, like I said, he doesn't have a good 50-50. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of going for throws. He can do like block strings.
Sort of more MK9 style, huh?
Go into this.
Pressure
and if
monster.
they block it, it's charged. The second charge is a mid, the third
Okay,
is unblockable.
gotcha,
So
gotcha.
If they
That's-
just
that's
keep
interesting.
blocking forever, they're
definitely
going to get
something
hit by this,
unique.
and they're going to die.
Now, does it
I
have
haven't
to be
seen something
consecutive?
like that in
It does
in
not
MK.
have to be literally consecutive, but if he gets a hit, the charge goes away.
Sure.
So actually, taking the hit would be a viable strategy.
Right.
If you just want to get out of dodge and go back to zoning him. So that's kind of a pretty innovative, unique move.
Yeah, keep
When you-
the pressure on and you get rewarded for it.
Exactly.
And also we're talking about like the hit confirming. You don't really have to there.
Oh yeah, you just mash it out,
Right.
and I mean you can't really hit or block confirm a move that can't be blocked.
Right.
So I also gave him the mime parry, which is just really fun.
He's smiling.
It
Look at his
parries
big
all
ass
mids,
smile on his face, man.
overheads, highs.
He's enjoying himself.
And if he amplifies it, he actually gets a pop-up.
Ooh, yes.
One other fun thing
Anything
is
for pop-ups.
it already lasts
I'm a
1,000
sucker for that.
years, but if you amplify it, it can actually keep going, keep doing it. So this is a great trick.
wonder if you
like,
could grab
sometimes
them
I'll knock
out
them
of-
down, do it, and if they do a wake-up attack, I'll actually amplify it so it lasts even longer. It's
So it
extremely
covers lows
obnoxious,
and
which I think
highs.
Johnny Cage probably should be obnoxious.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some videos with that being used in some pretty.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be some horseplay going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's the definition of horseplay. It's very, very, very silly.
And you can only amplify that one time, right?
Yes.
How early in development were you like, we need that move?
I mean,
Day one.
I was told the designer that worked on him was like popping off about how he's going to do the Ninja Mime parry like a year ago. Like that was definitely one of like his core. He has to have this.
Mad props to
Now,
Lil Baron on
now
that.
again,
Man, I
it's- so
really-
you can also. Low
Really
attack.
love
Yes, you can
Johnny's
low attack
base
him.
design.
And then lastly,
It
I
looks
equipped
so good.
the brass knucks.
Yes, the
And this is very
fisticuffs.
reminiscent of Fisticuffs Johnny Cage. What this
That's
does
my
is
shit right
all
there.
of his
That's
chip
my
damage
variation.
is significantly buffed. And chip damage is already pretty strong in Mortal Kombat, but it is a significant chip damage buff.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
So this is even
that
exactly
is
what
some
you were just saying
juicy
5 minutes
chip,
ago,
baby.
that He keeps the pressure
Wow.
up. You can't just
Rewarded
block
for it.
forever.
Hell
exactly.
yeah.
So with the fisticuffs thing, it's even more dangerous to be going for chip damage.
And now you're still doing your charged punch. You're still
Yep.
So you're layering the way he fights, like to a. So this version fights a very different way than a lot of other versions you're going to create.
Exactly. Which, let's go into another one.
Straight to DVD. I do like the name.
That's
I appreciate it.
I feel like
I'm
that's
loving the
Johnny
fisticuffs.
Cage's- that would
I
be
really
his
hope he
role.
has
Yeah, that's most of his movies.
a
Right.
move that gives him speed
So this
bags.
one,
I don't know.
wanted to make straight up Mortal Kombat.
Let's
Oh
take a
my
minute
God,
to
that-
enjoy this skin. It is wonderful.
It's
That is such a
I
great
picked this
skin.
specifically.
I
'cause
love the
this is
colors.
MK2, so the 90s.
You guys
and I
know.
think this really nails it.
It really encompasses.
I love
everything about
purple
the
stuff.
90s in
Yeah.
one
Yep.
And I like
Yep,
pink.
I love it.
So,
So,
here he
I love
loses
this
his straight
color.
fireball, and he actually gains the old school arcing fireballs. He can do a high one, he can do the lower one, and he can do a double one. Now these don't hit up close, so they're very different than the straight ones.
Oh, so
However,
you can't
the
control it
recovery
going
is
downwards?
Super, super good, and they are super fast. So while they're only good for full screen, they're very, very, very hella good full screen.
Now you can get jump ins too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which you see in the trailer. If you read from full screen that they're going to try to jump in, it's really going to cover the air. Then I also gave him his flip kick is replaced with his MK2 anti-air uppercut. It's safer than the other one. It does more damage, and the meter burn actually, well, not meter burn, amplified, can come out as that second hit and catch it.
No, it's meter burn.
So if you whip
I'm
on
always
the
going to
first
call
one,
it
you
meter
still have
burn.
something
Exactly.
It's
to
just too
utilize.
used
That's
to
a
it.
day
I'm
one
not calling
strategy,
it
guys.
amplified.
In your online tournaments, day one, you do that, and then they try to punish you and you do it. I do it all the time. It's great. So how about one more loadout?
Yeah.
All right. What's the last one?
Do my own stunts, where I gave him
Stun
a couple
double.
of different.
Ooh,
He has the
This is
purple
my
stuff
favorite-
on the
favorite
cage.
the belt.
The belt's pretty great.
Fucking stunt double.
So Johnny can
wow.
actually summon. He loses his shadow kick, and he can summon a stunt double to run by and do a JBL
At first, I thought
clothesline.
that it was his younger self, just because of
If you
the
amplify it, you get the
like the
second
age
hit.
difference. But yeah, it's definitely just a stunt double.
Nice.
Reference
his
to
second
MKX, which
Is
is
he'll call him
awesome.
and bash him over the head, talk some trash, then peace out, or actually get this combo started.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
the
that's
okay.
Double's hair is just a little
So
off
just the
color
smack
too,
is,
like,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
so
the,
perfect.
the Johnny written on
Is
his
the
chest
regular
great.
version.
Isn't it in like marker or something?
Yes.
It's so good.
So the cool thing about this is it actually doesn't go away if Johnny's hit. So like if Scorpion hits Cage after he's already done the summon, the stunt double will actually come up and interrupt the combo, and then Johnny gets a combo. So
Wow,
while this
that's
has a ton of
cool.
recovery and startup, you almost like know you're gonna get hit. You're just come on Scorpion, come at me.
So a
bro. And
trade
then
will
he's gonna
actually
get interrupted
benefit
and
you.
Johnny will get a combo. So you are giving up your shadow kick. It's one of your best space control tools, but you're getting this
Oh, it
wacky
takes away the
space
shadow
control
kick.
tool
Okay.
to
You get
make up
Jim,
for
the
it.
stunt double, which is awesome.
Yes, and that's
Is
his
that his
canonical
name?
name.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's Jim.
Jim is his canonical
Yeah.
name. So those are our loadouts. That is Johnny Cage. I think
Johnny Cage in a box.
I love it. He's absolutely great.
Yeah, I think
Really
if,
cool
if you're looking for
Yeah,
a
I'm
beginner
s-
character, in my opinion, he's one of the best we've shown so far.
I'm
This is
super
exactly
looking
what you asked
to
about.
play.
I think
with
if you
Johnny
just want-
Cage, man.
You just want to outspace your opponent. Just you don't need a
In
lot
my-
of stances or anything like that. You just kind of want your core, like really good mid-range tools.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it. Oh, there's one other thing. There's one other thing we forgot.
In
His
my
fatal
opinion,
blow.
he is
Oh, yeah.
the most
So,
impressive
the
character
N2, the
for
hit
me
that leads
so
to his fatal
far.
blow is unlike any other.
It's
that
just
you can-
everything about his gameplay
you can
and of
actually
course
charge
his
it
presentation
and
is
cancel it.
absolutely
You can actually use this to do
amazing, man.
combos.
So good. I'm looking forward to him.
If I wasn't bad, you can do it.
Oh, that's cool. So this is
you
something
go.
like what A-List
So,
has
while
in
normally
MKX.
he does not have the style of cancels that he had in A-List. If he's in 30% health, he actually gets desperate and remembers all his cancels. So, while it's not a normal
that's
thing,
so
he doesn't
good.
have access to it all the time. That kind of pressure and combos are in the game if you have the execution.
All
to do
right,
it.
all right.
That-
I
Fatal
like
blows
it.
available.
I like
I
it.
mean, we've been
You
talking a lot about
sacrifice
Johnny, and that's, I didn't know that.
practicality
That's one thing I
for
did
some
not know
style.
today. So we are going to see that in a tournament,
And I'm
everyone's
always
going to
down
flip
for
their
that.
lid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Disney
Give me the
already
option.
has a lot of really cool stuff with it, including a combo that I almost want him to hit me with. I almost want him to hit me with. And we'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, give me the option, baby. For someone who doesn't want to do combos, all right, that's fine. But give me the option to style on people. That's definitely a
He
way.
just has it with him at all times.
I'm
To
not
be
good at run
fair, if
canceling,
you
but
had
I'll
an Academy
definitely
Award, wouldn't you have it with you all the
practice
time?
To
that.
be fair, I don't believe that's an Academy Award.
You're right. That is not an Academy Award. It is not. It is actually.
All right, and I
the,
think that's pretty much it
FGC
for
award
the
best footsies.
Johnny
There you go.
Cage.
There you go.
And that's
Breakdown.
one thing I think about Johnny Cage we can talk about is that most versions
Let's see
of
if they
Johnny
mention
Cage, I mean,
anything.
at least up until for a while, have been footsies are his thing,
Yes.
and they have been for a long time.
I think he'll be very much at home. If you
Yeah,
like
he
MK9
definitely
and
has
KX or the
some
2D Johnny Cages, I
Really
think he
good
plays
forward advancing
exactly what you
buttons.
expect.
Well, for
And
me,
it's-
I'm a
it's
fairly
more than
casual
just
player, so I
the,
love
his
troll
knee this
aspect
time.
of the character.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing how many ways I control my opponent is really exciting.
He's got to be one of the most obnoxious characters.
All right, guys. As far as
there will be times when
his
you,
gameplay
like,
breakdown,
maybe
I
nearly
think that's
flawless
about it.
someone.
I don't think they're going to show anything else. I'll be back with showcasing the Watch the Warriors match, which I'm sure we're going to get some high-level Johnny Cage gameplay. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.